It is a cool, beautiful evening here in Southwest Missouri. We just had a cold front roll through last night. It was about 70 degrees every day, but today is a high of 47. So big cool front, pressure change with a little bit of rain. Hopefully that gives those deer on their feet. Last time I was in this spot, I saw a bunch of deer. Those does are getting ready to go into heat. So those bucks can tell when they're getting on their feet, changing from their bedding patterns to actually moving up around a little bit more. I'm set on a little ridge here between bedding areas where I saw a bunch of bucks last time. Last time I was in here, I set a mock scrape down about 20 yards, put a camera on it, and bucks have been hitting it here, so hoping a buck rolls through tonight, but if the does come by too, we'll take it. But should be a great evening. We should see some deer, so stay tuned for the action. Shortly after I did my intro, this was about 5 o'clock, I did a little bit of grunting and rattling just to see if I could get any buck's attention. And as you can see, this little buck was quite interested in it. He's wanting to get on some action, so he comes up to the fence, then sniffs around and goes back into the woods. Then shortly after that, he comes trotting across the power line there, then comes up right underneath my tree stand, looking around, seeing what's going on in the area. But eventually he goes past me and trots off into the next thicket. So I watch him for a little bit and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful evening. So a little bit after that buck went off into the woods, I see a couple does. They were back in the thicket, but I couldn't be able to get them on camera. So I got bored, picked up the horn, started rattling a little bit, then picked up the grunt call, then made a little grunting sequence, just like I did earlier when that little buck showed up. But this is where it gets interesting. Right after I do my little grunting and rattling sequence, I hear something behind me. And the thing I hear behind me was this big buck. So I get my bearings together, get my camera on, and start trying to record this. I'm shaking, so it's super shaky, and my camera arm's horrible. So just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. So the buck finally works his way out from the tree. He stands there for, feels like an eternity, but in reality it was only a couple minutes. So as he's standing there, he's looking up the ridge, looking down at the bottom of the hill. There's actually another smaller buck working his way up towards me, but he just stands there, and I prepare myself to take the shot. Yes. Well, that's gonna be a wrap until gun season here in Missouri. Whew, that's an adrenaline rush. He came in perfect. I rattled two minutes before that. And like a big buck usually does, they come downwind, checking out the noise, the smells. But me and my dad, we're pretty strict about playing the wind and scent checking everything, washing our clothes, Ozonics, all that stuff. And it clearly works. He came in right downwind and didn't. You could tell he was sniffing around, but he ended up walking, 20 yards. Didn't range him, but I smoked him, so that's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get down my tree, and we're gonna take care of the rest. So stay tuned. Well, I know it's hard to see me, but I just got out of the stand. This deer only went 20 yards. We're gonna go walk up on him. My dad's coming up over the hill, so the fun starts now. Gotta take care of him, so I'll get back to you in just a minute. Well, here he is. Got him loaded up in the truck. Got pictures taken with him. So we're gonna go get him hung up in a tree now and take care of him. We're gonna gut him and quarter him up, get the meat off of him. So I'll do a time lapse of that. YouTube won't like it, but we'll show you the final product. So let's get to it. Well, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. We just, me and my dad finished up the deer there, gutted it out. We're actually gonna let it hang overnight in our walk-in cooler. We'll take care of it tomorrow. So we'll get it quartered up and then we'll turn it into jerky, steaks, and all that stuff. So hope you guys liked the video and stay tuned for the next one.